Welcome back, Sunday Society, for our final Hot Take Summer episode, episode 9.
Holy cow.
And we have so much going on.
We really do. We're finally going to do the water challenge that I've talked about all summer.
She can tell you what that is here in a minute in case you didn't know prior to this, because some people might be watching these out of order.
Oh, don't do that.
I have some more would you rathers and a spicy would you rather, and then just like 3 hot takes.
Okay.
No hot topics, I don't think.
Let me see.
Oh, maybe 1 hot topic and 2 hot takes.
None of mine are like hot topics.
Okay.
All of mine are one of them's going to be a bummer, but it's fine.
So, without further ado, grab your coffee, get comfy, and let's take back Sunday. Okay.
Girl.
What you got, girl?
All right, you want me to start?
Yeah, let's get it going.
Okay. I really only have 3 things and they all kind of suck. So I don't know if we want to start off with me.
Well, let's start off with you, and mine don't suck and they're not sad. So
okay, so this is a hot take that I actually talked with you and Zach about not too long ago regarding kids. So my question, do you adjust your life to accommodate your children, or do you adjust your children's lives to accommodate you?
So I think there needs to be somewhere in the middle.
Yes, I agree.
You are you, and you need to be an individual and be who you are. But your kids didn't ask to be brought into this world. And like people be like, I don't know my kids anything. No, you do. You owe them time. You owe them experiences. You owe them love. You owe them shelter. You owe them guidance. So I say both. I mean, like, for example, we bought Kevin Hart tickets before we knew that we were going to have a softball tournament. Zach did not go to that Kevin Hart concert. I did. But Zach did not, so that he could be there for Adeline.
Because he adjusted his life for her.
And as soon as we were done, I raced over to then watch her play and then watched her the next day. So I think that for example, Sunday we went to the water park after that weekend, and I would have much rather just stayed in bed all day because I was so tired. I'm like, I am too old to be up into the middle of the night. But they were so excited, and why not? We've had a long weekend. Let's go have some fun. So
yeah, I think that's a good point. You do see a lot of, I guess I don't really know, but you hear stories about how people just completely turn into someone else once they have kids, and it's like they stop doing things that they enjoyed.
They lose their identity.
Out. Yeah, and I think that is a good point, that you have to stay true to who you are as a person.
Yeah, and we've talked about that, about roles,
the different roles that you play. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, some people just get immersed into a role, but you have multiple hats.
Yeah, and you've got to nurture all of them.
Yep. Yes.
Okay, let's move on to something fun.
So I heard this question it was actually am I the a-hole thing? But I thought it was kind of a hot take, and I kind of wanted to know your opinion. Is it weird that a mom who is an esthetician would be the one to give her daughter a Brazilian wax?
No.
So
I don't think so.
For context, this person wrote in and said, am I the a-hole for being freaked out that my friend's mom offered for me to get a Brazilian wax by her mom? And when I told her I was uncomfortable with that, she was like, no, it's fine. She does mine. It's fine. Then she was like, then I was even more weirded out, but now I'm weirded out by my friend.
So I don't think so. Let's pretend it's you and me. And it's our kids. Or I don't think it would be weird if you were giving your daughter a wax, but I wouldn't I wouldn't care, but I would think it's a little weird for you to give my daughter a wax. I trust you, and it's not. I just feel it's a comfortability thing.
I think it's a profession, and I don't think anything's weird about it. But I will say, my sister-in-law is an esthetician. I have never had a Brazilian wax. Another hot take, I guess. But if I would, as much as I trust her over everybody else, I don't know if I would be able to be vulnerable enough for her to see on my lady bits.
See, I'd go to Parker. I don't care.
I would not want anybody else to do it, but then I'm like, I also don't know if I want her to see that part of me. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, you see everything. Everything.
But I think so. This also kind of goes to a point. When I worked at the medical clinic in town, I wouldn't have my well woman exams done by the doctors there because I worked with them. And I was like, I don't need them all up in my goods.
Yeah.
But then, because I talked to one of the providers about it, I'm like, it's just weird. Because my mom's like, whatever, spread eagle. She don't care. But there's
something that happens when you give birth.
Have kids. Yeah, I hear that.
That literally, it's like, well, but then again, here I am still like, I just don't know. I maybe like if it was Zach's aunt who I'm close to, like because she's older, I'd be like, okay, whatever. Yeah. Maybe it's like Parker being younger than me and like all her parts probably are a lot prettier and more put together.
So here's how my provider explained it to me. It's like, that's just part of the job. They don't even it doesn't even register in their minds to remember those things.
To kind of go off of what this girl was saying is that like if I was an esthetician and my daughter went to another esthetician, I would be offended.
Well, yeah. And
I would be like, I gave birth to you.
If it's if she's just like a modesty thing, because like, I don't know that I would want my mom to do that to me. Be like, no, ma'am, get out of here. Get out of my business.
I don't know.
But it's just, I don't know. I think it just depends.
I don't think it makes her weird though.
No.
The girl was like, it's weird. Now I'm weirded out by my friend who's like her best friend. She's like, I'm grossed out. And I'm like,
maybe she needs a little therapy.
I'm just like,
because I don't think that's weird. Like, I think that's an interesting adjective to use to describe that situation. But
yeah, I don't know.
Whatever.
What else you got?
I was just going to talk about how my anxiety's been so bad lately.
Okay.
My anxiety's been bad lately, and I don't know why. And I don't know if it's just because it's back to school season and like that innate teacher, like subconsciously is fretting because school's about to start again. And if it's just one of those things where it's like, that's when, it's like the Sunday scaries, but for like a school year. And I don't know if it's related to that. I tried to, kind of decrease my dosage on my medicine that I've been taking. And I'm like, this is probably not the time to do that because I just feel...
Did you do that on your own or were you talking to your doctor about it?
So I had done it on my own before. Or not on my own. I talked to my doctor about it before and I was down. And then something happened. And I think it was all of the situation going on with the fertility and trying to get pregnant. And I felt so much anxiety about that I went back up to my regular dose. And so I was like, okay, enough time has passed. I think maybe I can come back down again. It ain't the time. So
yeah.
And therapy, she was like booked out. So August 15th is my next available. That was the next available. But today I booked that. I booked the appointment after that, the one after that, and the one after that. I have 4 appointments on the books so I don't fall behind. And I just wanted to, I don't know, I guess be vulnerable because it is kind of that transitional time of year where things are changing. Kids are going back to school. My job's going to start getting busy again. And it's okay to be overwhelmed. It's okay to be stressed out.
Yeah. I will be vulnerable for a minute. I am really like in tune with your emotions. And so sometimes I have to be like, Hannah, this, like, you got to stop. Like, just because she's having a hard time and you love her and you can care about her doesn't mean you're having a hard time. Like, you have to shut it down.
Yeah.
Because then we're both in a bad place and that's not good.
Then nobody's happy.
Then I can't help somebody if I'm in a bad place. But like, I don't know if anybody else feels like that. Like you have somebody.
It's like an empath.
Yeah. Thing. That like you're really close. Well, an empath or from trauma, just look it up. Being empathic is like trauma. It's a trauma response.
It's because you have to learn how to read emotions and read micro expressions.
It's not like a thing that you just like were gifted.
Gift. Yeah. It's not.
But I don't know if anybody else struggles with that, with somebody that you're like really close with or spend a lot of time with and you feel like maybe even like somebody, a coworker that you work with like in an office, you can feel their emotions. So like then it affects you and like you have to be able to be like, I'm okay. Like I'm okay. My friend is struggling. I need to be there for them, but I'm not.
But that doesn't mean that I am in the bad place too.
Yeah,
we're not both in the dark and twisty place. And it actually, Hannah, just dawned on me when this all started.
I was going to say, I know, but I wasn't going to say it on here.
The thing at the movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly. I feel like I have been in fight or flight ever since that happened. And I have not been able to get into the therapist since then.
Yeah. I think that would be really, really good to.
Yeah. Very vulnerable moment, real life moment. But yeah,
I as soon as you said that, I was like, oh, I know, but I didn't want to say it on here.
Yep. It's fine. I actually threw away that shirt in that bra that I wore that night. It made me feel sick just looking at him. So
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know,
I wanted to burn him, but I was like, ugh, I'm also scared of fire. So,
I mean, we have to be really careful about what we say around fire. Cause one night we were doing like a little bonfire and we were talking about some things about concerns that might happen. And something like that night or the next night,
it was that night.
It happened. And I was like,
did
we just conjure something?
We freaking did. We're witches. But anyway, so yeah, I feel like I've been struggling a lot with my anxiety since all of that happened. And it makes sense now. I feel just being able to acknowledge and like recognize that there was something that happened that triggered all of this into motion makes me feel better, that it's not just something that's like, there's no no reason for it. Like there's a reason that I feel this way. And I just have to figure out how to work through that to feel safe in public again.
Yeah.
And that sucks because I've been doing so good. I've gone to so many movies. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. So if you see me out and about, don't talk to me because I'm probably super stressed out.
Or just feel like, hey, you're doing good.
And, just give me a little heart and keep it moving. But that's, so tell me something good.
Okay, so top sheets are useless.
Amen. I don't even know if I own them. I think I just do the little.
So if you use a top sheet, I need to know why. Now, don't get me wrong. I do understand if it's hot or like warmer and you don't like want a whole blanket because that's too hot. I get that.
I'll tell you why people use top sheets.
But the idea behind it freaks me out. Like your feet are all like stuck in. And then if you undo it, it's all just wadded up under you.
So the purpose is because I learned that I was in the minority when I worked at Green Valley because we were talking about top sheets.
You're in the minority?
Where did that come from? Minority, girl, down here in the deep south. Where did that I have no freaking idea, girl, but that was fun. We're in the minority. I was.
Really?
Yes, and it's because that top sheet provides a layer from your comforter, so your comforter doesn't get dirty with all that sweat, and you don't have to wash your comforter as much.
Girl, I be washing my comforter every time.
I mean, and that's what I said, because I was like, I don't have a top sheet, and they're like, oh my gosh, how gross. I'm like, what you mean?
Oh, it's probably those people that have the duvet or whatever. They have to take all that off.
Yeah, I don't know, but I was like,
I'm not that fancy.
No, I'm not either.
And honestly, I don't even use the blanket that is on my bed. I use an extra blanket that's soft and like really fuzzy. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I don't use the top sheet. I think that I'd throw those out, or I put them in the dogs' kennels so they have sheets.
That's awesome. Yeah, none of us have top sheets.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we agree.
Yeah.
Top sheets are useless.
They really are. They serve no purpose.
Unless you have like fancy stuff.
Which I don't. My sheets came from Amazon. Right. I think. No, probably Walmart.
I'll never forget one time Neil bought sheets from Amazon that were like Egyptian cotton or whatever. Mm-hmm. And he was like, have you ever had this thread, like thousands and thousands? And I was like, maybe, I don't know. And he's like, oh, it's heaven.
I don't get it. I literally have the t-shirt. Like when I was little, I loved those like t-shirt cotton sheets.
See, I think those are
the
hot.
Jersey. Well, now as an adult, I don't have them because I do sweat a lot when I sleep sometimes. Anyway, but yeah. So yeah, I liked those. They were always really soft. I got to share one of the funniest videos that I have ever seen that has taken place like in Washington. Where Marjorie Taylor Greene made that comment that the African-American woman's eyelashes were too long, so she couldn't read what the meeting was about. And AOC was like, take her words down, which basically means like reprimand her. You know, she's like, take her words down, blah, 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 blah. How dare you talk to someone? And she was like,
talk about the way she looks.
Someone's appearance. Yeah. And Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is just a known like villain, like nobody likes her. says something like, "Oh, are your feelings hurt?" And AOC's like, "Girl, baby girl," and she's like, "Baby girl, I don't think so." So then they like in the clips that you see, they kind of fast forward a little bit to when this person who was the target of that comment is like, "Just for clarification, if I were to say someone with a bleach blonde butch hair, actually,
back.
I want to find like the
butch
actual
back
quote.
body.
Butch back body. What now? That's my favorite part. Okay, bleach blonde, bad built butch body. That's what it is.
There it is.
So, and the guy, the chairman or whatever, who's like moderating, is like, "What now?" And I'm like, that's my best part. I need that. So I Googled it, and they make shirts. I have to get a shirt that says bleach blonde, bad built butch body.
And it was inappropriate. Yeah. It was classless.
Just the audacity.
It was on sale.
It was for free that day.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
That's my hot take, is that Congress was the wild, wild freaking West.
They were going at it. They were like, the Real Housewives there for a minute.
That's what it felt like. A reunion show, one of their reunion shows. Where's that guy?
I actually have two kind of hot topics. One's kind of a hot topic and a hot take.
Okay.
So the first one is that Adele stopped her concert for the last Women's Olympic event. And like had it displayed on her. She was in Munich.
I just spit on myself.
Munich, is that right? Yeah, she was in Munich, and she stopped the concert and had everybody watch it. And I was like, "Oh, I love Adele, but I even love you more now." I just thought it was super cool.
Yeah.
So that's just like a feel good, like tell me something good.
Yes.
And then my second is that Joe Rogan came out with Burn the Boats. It's a stand-up comedy Netflix special.
Oh, I saw that.
He's not very funny.
I didn't think that he would be. I was like, why does this guy have a comedy special?
So he wasn't very funny.
Not very...
He is a very smart individual. Like, I will give him that. And he has done comedy before. So it's like
I didn't know. I don't listen to him.
But like, I've listened to some of his podcasts. He's really smart. He is very knowledgeable. And what he doesn't know, he's like willing to go look for that information and ask other people. So I give it to him. I wanted to like it because I was like, oh, like I used to watch him on the X Factor like all the time. The funniest part was when he said the X Factor was canceled because they made people drink donkey
urine, sperm.
Yeah, sperm.
Do you mean Fear Factor?
Yeah. What did I say?
X Factor, which is
Fear
like
Factor?
a talent show. Like,
Fear Factor. He's like, yeah, we got it shut down, and I lost my job because they were making people drink donkey sperm.
Pretty gross.
And he was like, my question was like, they had him. He said in like 5-gallon buckets. He's like, where do you get this? So that was actually funny.
Ew.
Like that part was funny. The rest, I thought it was a flop. I didn't think he was very funny.
So you did watch it.
I fell asleep, but I did see that
tell
part.
you all you need to know.
But he is very smart, so I will give that to him. I just did not.
He wasn't funny.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
well, then I'm not going to watch it.
You should watch the part about the donkey sperm because it really is funny.
I'll think about it.
It's right in the beginning.
Okay,
I didn't stay awake very long after that. So yeah, okay. So those are those, and the only thing I have left are my.
I'm ready for these would you rathers because I've been dying to know what the spicy one is.
Okay, so going on to would you rathers. All right. Would you rather live stream every move to the public for a year or survive in the wilderness alone, starting with nothing but clothes for 6 months? At the end, you get $1 billion.
The wilderness.
Not me.
I don't need people knowing.
I don't even like bugs.
I don't either.
like heat.
But there ain't no way you're live streaming my every move. This ain't the Truman Show.
Well, I mean, I'm sure like you go to the bathroom, you have a little bit of privacy, but everything else is like fair game. I'm doing the year. You can watch me. I'm boring. Have fun with that.
I'm single. I've got a life. Barely.
Okay. Would you rather spend the rest of your life trapped inside or outside?
Oh,
girl, go ahead.
I mean, I want to say inside because I don't want to be stuck outside if it's hot.
Yeah, no. Bugs,
I want to be in the air conditioner.
Cold. Yeah, no.
Inside. As long as it's spacious.
Yeah.
Because I'm claustrophobic.
Would you rather have, I feel like you would be claustrophobic even in a mansion if you were stuck inside for the rest of your life.
That's true, because during COVID, I got a little claustrophobic.
Okay. Would you rather have a photographic, did you go like for a walk outside during COVID?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there would be people that, I haven't left my house in 7. You can walk outside in the air.
No, we would take walks every single day.
Good.
Yeah,
Because some people would act like they couldn't go outside. I'm like, as long as you're not around other people, you are good
to
to
the
go.
park that was closed. It had like the do not enter signs. I said, boom, entered.
You could have always, Lysoled
The slides
the
and things.
slides for somebody.
That's true.
Did a 3-minute kill wipe on the.
We didn't though. We just played, but ain't no one out there. But anyway, yeah, that was part of our routine. I would work out.
I'm proud of you because a lot of people wouldn't, and then they complain, and I'm like, go outside, get some fresh air. That is what is wrong.
Go touch the grass.
I didn't have that problem. I didn't get to stay home, and I had to work every single day of COVID unless I had it. So yeah, it was wonderful.
Yeah, that sucks.
Being a mandatory, or what is it called? What was it called? Oh my gosh. You know what I'm talking about. I do.
Because it's not essential workers.
I was an essential worker.
We were leaving that whole pause in there so people knew how hard we had to think about that.
Why can't my brain come up with it? Okay. Would you rather have a photographic memory or the ability to read minds? Now, I thought you'd like this because your Criminal Minds love. Yeah. And
Spencer.
Yes, Spencer. He had a photographic memory. And he was really good.
So I feel like everything. I kind of have that memory a little bit. Not like exact, but like if I've read something in a book, I can remember like where visually on the page I've read it. Mm-hmm. I can remember kind of what's around it. I would want to read people's minds. But then I'm like, do I really want to know what people are thinking?
I don't know.
Because I feel like I'd hurt my own feelings that way. I'm going to go with the photographic memory and spare my feelings.
I don't know. I don't know what I'd want to do. I don't have
Well, you have to choose.
Ability to read minds.
Okay, well, you just tell me what everyone's thinking, and I will remember it for the rest of my life.
Okay, would you rather be the smartest person in the room or the funniest person in the room?
Funniest.
She a liar, but okay.
I ain't lying.
She already thinks she's the smartest person.
That's right. In the room. So there's the saying that if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. So yes. I would rather be the funniest person than the smartest person. Because I like to learn from other people.
I think people like funnier people than smarter people. So.
That's true. Because smart people
I'd rather be likable.
Yes.
All right. Can be. Okay. I've got to find where I was. Okay, I was on that page. I'm going to wait. The spicy one's last. So I wrote it at the top of this one. So,
okay.
Would you rather be a best-selling author or direct an Oscar-winning movie?
The movie. More money, baby.
So I'm thinking a best-selling author because it's most likely going to be a movie.
Oh, that's true.
Like a lot of books become movies. Yeah. Okay.
That's thinking smart.
Yeah, girl. Would you rather only be able to take 3-hour baths or 3-minute showers? And there is no in between. So like,
oh my gosh.
Every time you have to do it, you either do a 3-hour bath or a 3-minute shower for the rest of your life.
3-minute showers. I'm not sitting in my dirty water for 3 hours getting all wrinkly like a prune. Ew,
same. I was like, ew. Every once in a while it's nice to have a bath, but like then I want to get up and take a shower and rinse anything off and then like wash for real.
Well, see, I don't take a bath to get clean. I take a bath to relax.
Yeah.
I don't use it for cleanliness because I don't want to sit in my dirty water. What am I? My own soup? I don't know.
Okay. Would you rather know when you die or how you die? Bianca has a really unhealthy relationship with death, so I picked this one to be a little controversial.
So I don't want to know either, but I think I'd rather know when, because if I know how, then I'm just going to, I don't know. I maybe when. I'd rather know when.
I think the same thing. So I know when, meaning like I know what time in my life, so I know how much life I have. Versus how, because like if it's a car wreck, every time you get in a car,
like, exactly. Is today the day? Like in Finding Nemo, today's the day.
But I would rather not know either. So anyway. Okay, would you rather travel back in time to meet your ancestors or travel forward in time to meet your descendants?
My ancestors, I think. I would like to know where I came from.
So, and I'm the opposite, but it's not really because it's descendants, because it's the future. I want to know, like, what's happening now.
We've talked about this.
Kind of, yeah. Kind of. So
I would rather meet the people that like made me the way, like made me who I am, you know?
So in Back to the Future, you know, where he like travels back in time. Have you not seen Back to the Future?
I've seen it, but I have not paid very much.
Well, so he travels back into time and he like sees his mother as like, or maybe grandmother, I can't remember, it's been a really long time, but as like an attractive young woman at the same age as him. And I think that's so cool. Like to be able to see your parents like at like your age. I thought that was really cool.
That is cool. That is cool.
All right. Are you ready for the last spicy one?
I've been dying to know.
I'm so excited for this. Would you rather show your friends every photo in your phone or read out loud every text you've sent this week?
This heifer. Because we were driving to Kevin Hart and my phone was connected to my car and this lady clicked play. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
I was like,
doing that.
Ooh, that's a boy. Read. And then after I clicked it once,
it wouldn't stop.
Every time he texts, it wouldn't try to read it. She was like, stop it.
Yep. I was a little embarrassed because your 14-year-old son was in the car. But anyway, so read me the options again.
Would you rather show your friends?
My friends? So like the people that I choose. Like you and Time.
No.
And Laura.
No. So let's just put a me, Time, Laura, Zach, Neil, all in one.
No.
Yes.
Not the boys.
Jason.
Oh, no.
Alan. We're going to throw a few people in there.
Jesus. Oh my gosh.
Would you rather show your friends every photo in your phone or read out loud every text you've sent this week? Bianca.
I guess I would rather send every
Here's
read
the
every
deal.
text.
Bianca's single and living her best life, and she has probably photos and good conversations that are both spicy. So that's why I picked this.
Yes. So I would rather just read it out loud because you can't unsee an image. I don't need to mortify my friends.
I am dying. Okay. All right. Well, that's all I have.
What would you choose? You boring married lady?
Oh, I would much rather pictures because let me tell you, I ain't got nothing. But if I had to read our conversations to Zach, I probably said some stuff I shouldn't have.
Think about that. Oh my gosh, I still stand by it.
I'd be throwing shade at Zach to Bianca sometimes, so
I stand by it.
And then the other day, like I felt like he might have been throwing shade to me and about with Neil, and I was like, I would never do that, and I was like,
the lies you tell. Okay, so now we're going to get to the part where you are going to test your water knowledge. So if you haven't listened in order and you don't know what we're doing, Hannah has said that she can pick the difference between different types of water. So, and Dasani water is garbage. So I have got 3 different types of waters. One of them is Dasani, one of them is Lexington water, and one of them is Evian bottled water. And we're going to see if she can taste the difference because I could not. I think they all taste like water. So, pause for setup.
They're numbered.
Yes, I wrote numbers on them so I could remember which is which.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
So,
okay.
Water number 1.
And they're not cold. This sucks.
I know that does suck, but it is what it is. You get what you get.
I want to say that might be Lexington water, but can I try the others?
I want you to try all 3.
Okay.
And then you can make your decision. That's number 2.
Number 2. It's freaking Dasani.
Number 3.
Oh, that might be Lexington water. Okay. Hold on. Okay, I think this is Dasani. I think this is Evian. I think this is Lexington water.
Oh my God. That is exactly the right answer. Oh
I was so worried I was going to fail this because I've talked myself up. Like, I got this.
You
thought I was getting it wrong. I saw the look on your face and I was like, either she's so surprised that I'm right off the go or I'm wrong, which is a 50-50 chance. So, yeah.
as soon as you drink number 2, you're like, that's Dasani. And I'm like, how does she know that?
Yeah. I'm like, But then, like, so once I tasted Lexington water, I was like, okay, that's Lexington water.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that one's fine. This
is Dasani.
That one's not fine. That's trash.
I think they all taste the same, guys.
Yeah, no, water has a taste.
I think I probably would have figured that this was tap.
Yeah. Like I said, after I drank it, I was like, oh yeah, then no, that's like
freaking high five.
Yeah, girl.
Oh my gosh. Okay. What a great way to end Hot Take Summer with water.
Drink more
hot.
Water.
I'm gonna drink the Dasani water because I don't care. But
it's awful.
Hannah does apparently.
Yeah.
So guys, it has been such a fun summer. I don't know that I've had this much fun recording in such a long time.
Well, and
actually,
we're videoing, so we feel like we get. Let me be honest, it is very vulnerable to be on video with you guys.
That's why I fidget so much. I'm like, ooh, do I look okay? Like,
but it is. I feel like it's more personal. You get to see our faces. You get to see how we react, and like you don't get that. You only hear from our voices. So yeah. I love that. And if you don't want to watch us, then you don't have to.
Yeah,
yeah.
So yeah, we'll be back in October
for spooky season, which we're really excited. Obviously last year I feel like spooky season really like hyped up kind of our like views, and
we had our first video I think during spooky season.
We did. So we're really excited. We appreciate you guys understanding that we're going to take a little bit of time off.
Yeah.
It just got kids are starting school. Bianca's busy season is hitting. Yeah. I'm changing jobs. Zach's birthday, our anniversary, a concert. All of that is happening. So like we just need to just take a little bit of a break, but we will be back with you at the beginning of October.
Without any other news, I'm Bianca.
And I'm Hannah.
And we are
Taking Back Sunday.
I can't believe you nailed it.
You once it was like in play, like this is gonna happen, I started to doubt myself. I should never have doubted myself.
Never doubt yourself.
That was you could awesome. Be like, can you tell the difference between Evian and this spring water?
And smart water?
Yeah, no. But that
was awesome.
That's gotta be our oh no, I don't know. Should it be our preview? What was your peak? Sorry.
Funny. Okay. Let's see what will have happened by the end of the month. Brinley's birthday party will be a peak.
We're not talking about it. I was joking.
I know. Somebody keeps calling. They are not open.
They have a matcha here? They don't have. How is it? You can't make it cold.
I can't hear it.
Okay.
So I like to go. Did it sound like somebody was talking?
Hello? Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. I'm scared.
We're almost
done. The place in the cabin in the mountains.
Stop that phone call. Oh my gosh, that was the scariest.
I'm not answering it.
Let me write that down so we can talk about it at spooky season. Okay.
Didn't we watch a movie or something?
Yes, we were watching a scary ass show. Cabin in Gatlinburg.
The phone rang.
Phone call.
You were like, I'll do it. I'll bet you like it. I was like, not me.
Okay.
Not me. Okay.